Well, interwebs, it's cold. Yeah, it's kind of cold. Yeah, I'm on a little bit on the chilly side. I'm actually out here to do a review on this jacket that I'm wearing. So this video is actually sponsored by motorcyclehouse.com. A link to their website will be in the description. They contacted me mentioning possibly doing a review. Talked to them back and forth, took a look at what they had to offer, and they kindly sent me this to do a review. So I'm going to do this kind of a two-part thing. I'm going to go so you can actually see what it looks like on me. I'm also going to do it as I'm riding. And I specifically wanted to go out whenever I knew it was going to be cold, because out of what was available to review, I selected this as a winter jacket. I'm going to go somewhere and try to do a little bit of filming. It's about 42 right now. A very odd spot fogged up on my visor. It's just like one spot. So I know it looks like I'm going to a mall. It's because I am. There's a parking garage here that I'm actually going to go to and try to do a little bit of filming in. I'm actually carrying a little bit more baggage than I want to. I've got a backpack that has a tripod strapped to it as well. Doesn't look like I'm actually going to have a whole lot of gas, so I'm going to have to be careful with this. Oh, movie theater. Cannot wait until December. Star Wars, that's a Star Wars reference. Last Jedi comes out in December. So with it being cold, you will notice I'm probably going to be more cautious than normal, just because, you know, cold tire, cold roads, all of that stuff. All right, I'll pick this up in a minute. Okay. So this is said jacket. One thing you will notice, sport bike ADV jacket. And that is purely because I wanted to try an ADV jacket because they seem to me like they're going to be warmer. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just did. Anyways, I just decided that I would try an ADV jacket. Another thing is, with me being 6'4", length in sport bike jackets can be kind of hard sometimes. So this is my first foray into an ADV jacket, so some of the features I talk about may be totally normal, but they're new to me. So I guess let me get off the bike here. First and foremost is the fit. It does seem to fit pretty well, pretty standard. It seems to be pretty, wow, words are hard today. True to size, that's what I'm looking for. It seems to fit true to size. Quite a plethora of pockets. Now, keep in mind, the jacket I normally wear, its immense list of features include padding, or armor, an inside pocket, and 2 outside pockets. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry, it has vents, it has front vents, but there's no back vent. So, with this jacket, I've got the 2 side pockets here, and then you're going to have to forgive some cording. But also, if you're wondering why I'm keeping the helmet on, that's where the audio is. It has these rather large pockets here on both sides. This one, I believe, this one can accommodate a 15-inch tablet. Thermal liner, which zips out. Also, there's a secondary internal pocket that has these wonderful things here that, like, possibly a cell phone could fit in. More likely an iPod. And then the same thing's mirrored on the other side. There's no secondary internal pocket. There's just these large ones, which is more than enough. So yeah, and again, Star Wars. The pockets are definitely large and accommodate with no issues, no problems at all. So I did completely take this thing apart. Took it apart entirely. I did try getting that on film, but unfortunately the lighting in my apartment is just terrible, so I wasn't able to film that. But I did take the liner out, look at the armor. It does have CE Type A elbow and shoulder pads. The back pad is standard issue. It is not CE approved. It is just a foam back pad, which is pretty standard. Oh, it also has these pockets in the back for you to put your gloves. I'm actually going to take my gloves off for a second. So, other features that are, I think, pretty standard with ADV jackets. So it zips up. Also has this flap to cover that hole, to cover the zip, which I believe is to keep wind and stuff out, which is an awesome feature for winter. So that's one of the reasons I went with, as well as the high collar, which keeps the neck warm. Everything buttons down and Velcros down. As you can see, it'll zip all the way up. This will overlap and button. So definitely good for trying to keep cold out. So that's kind of like the list of features. It also does have vents right up here, and unlike my Alpinestars jacket, it has a back exit, a back vent exit, which right now, because it is colder, vents are closed. Kind of like the overview of it. Had it for about a week now. This is actually my first time wearing it out riding. First impressions upon opening it is it's very dense. This is I believe, polyester material. Very dense, seems to be very well made. It feels like it's pretty high quality. I checked all the stitching and seams and stuff. It seems pretty good. Oh, I guess I should say this is the Viking Cycle Enforcer touring jacket. Getting my overall first impressions, it does feel pretty solid. Probably my major complaint is, like, it's mostly comfortable. It's a different style jacket than what I'm used to. It does fit well. It's not designed for a sport bike. Obviously, it's designed for a little bit more of an upright riding position, so I'm not going to fault it for that in terms of riding. But if I get on here and I'm going to go riding and I stretch out my arms, if you see how the jacket comes up, now this wouldn't be a problem if I had like gauntlet gloves, but I always wear shorty gloves, so I've never worn gauntlet gloves, which, you know, would probably be something I need to do in the winter anyway. But, you know, that, even if I was on an upright bike, the sleeve length is short. Anyway, that's just something to kind of be aware of. Now, my arms may be longer than normal. I don't know. I think I'm pretty proportionally normal, but I'm not, you know, I can't definitively say. And I believe currently this jacket is on sale for $99.95, and that's crazy to me, because, like, okay, the sleeve thing, like I said, the sleeve thing is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's probably the biggest fault, because, like I said, feature-wise, especially for less than $100, I mean, it's fantastic. The quality feels equally as good as my $250 Alpinestars jacket, if not better. And the fit and finish and everything, like I said, there's a little bit of issue on the sleeves, but other than that, overall, it actually feels pretty good. So, with that being said, and you watching me sit on a bike staring that way, I'm going to actually go for a ride and just kind of see how it does with actually coping with, you know, wind and stuff. So, let's do that. I'm going to get you put back on my face, and then we will continue on. So yeah, there's snow. It had been snowing. Okay, see, like now if you look with my gloves on while I'm riding, this is normal riding position. You see the gap? That's the most annoying thing. Now again, I think if I had gauntlet gloves, it probably wouldn't be as bad. Yeah, it could just be I have, like, you know, long arms or something. I may have like monkey arms. Yeah, it's definitely keeping me warm. Definitely doing that. So I don't have a ton of fuel, and since I don't have a ton of fuel, I'm not going to go on too long of a ride. That, and, you know, it's cold. Actually, very little wind gets in. I don't have it zipped up all the way. For value for money and stuff, with it being, like I said, it has, you know, it has vents, it has a bunch of pockets, it has CE armor, and for less than $100. And with it being a sport touring jacket, it is a little bit longer, which is good, because I do run into, with sport bike jackets specifically, they kind of do like an 80s crop top thing. You know, whenever dudes used to wear like shorty shirts in the 80s, it's kind of like that. That's how I feel anyway. Now, a lot of people, like, if they're shorter, they don't have that issue at all. So I'm just going to do actually kind of a quick ride test of this as best I can. So I'm going to go grab some lunch actually at McDonald's. I know I've said I don't eat there very much, but it's stupidly cheap and just kind of sounds good. So I'm going to go there, grab some food, hopefully get a little bit of energy, and then go for a little bit more of a ride, and then go back home and edit this. Well, interwebs, I just had some McNuggets, and actually my gas light just came on too, so and with it being winter and not knowing next time I'm going to be able to ride, I'm not going to go get gas right now because I don't want it just sitting in the tank. I'm going to actually have to cut this review off here, so hopefully it was informative. Closing thoughts, do I think it is a good jacket for the money? Absolutely. Overall, definitely a good winter jacket. Definitely keeps me warm, keeps the wind out. Overall quality seems to be really good. Like I said, it's got CE approved armor, shoulders and elbows, back pad, pretty feature-laden jacket, plenty of pocket space, and just kind of some cool little features. So overall, I'm pretty impressed. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye.